absolutely everything we do here is done on a personal basis. However, don't let that suggest that it is only a familial sort of atmosphere. We have amongst the highest academic teaching qualifications in our staff of any language school in the UK. We have a larger proportion of permanent teachers than any other private language school in the UK. We're one of the only private language schools that retains literally all of our teachers on a permanent basis. And as a result of that, we can keep very high quality teachers, and keep them for a long time. The average length of service of our teachers who are teaching for us at the moment is more than 10 years, which in the world of English as a foreign language is extremely unusual, actually. The average length of service is typically between 2 and 4 years. So it's an atmosphere where people who have been here once will come back again and find the same teachers and feel immediately at home in the environment. Poor Rosie for her sins over there is just coming up to how many years since you started?
20 on Wednesday.
It'll be 20 years on Wednesday since Rosie started, thinking that she was just coming for a part-time temporary job to make the tea on a couple of mornings a week, but we still haven't managed to get rid of her, or she hasn't managed to escape from us. And it's our Director of Studies, Jane, has been with us for 18 years, etc., etc. It's a very permanent school. Of the students in the school at this moment in time, just looking at this list of students here, you will see coming down the list, Gala, Susanna, Ali, Francesca, Agustine, Kumiko, Irina, Nuria, and Lara are all students who have either extended their courses or are here for the second or third time with us. The message I'm trying to put here is that basically people come here and they go away happy. They go away happy with the experience they've had of England. They go away happy with the amount of personal contact they've had with people here. They feel a sense of friendship to actually want to come back here, and basically they feel happy with what they've achieved with their English. So that's what we do. You're going to see during your tour around quite a lot of different types of language school, but within that you will also see a couple of other language schools some of which is quite similar to what we do here. So you will see in Lingua and Cheltenham, you will see Kingsway in Worcester, which in many ways are sort of, for the adult centre, in a similar sector of the market. I'm not going to try to promote my school above either of those or above any of the others. I think that during your tour you will actually see, depending on whether you're here for the whole tour, 12 institutions which offer different things, some quite similar, but I think we all enjoy the same one deciding characteristic. We are all in places which are not natural destinations for English students. And therefore, I think we all have to be that little bit better in order to actually keep our clientele. And the fact that we've been here now for 28 years running the school, and that by next week, in the middle of March, the fact that we are literally fully booked, I think states that you know, we do keep people happy. Deluxe and executive including private bathroom. For people who are staying for longer periods, we can usually arrange apartments for them, but we don't have any short stay apartments or residences. So it is predominantly host family based, which I think is a reflection of the fact that because we feel our host family accommodation is so good, it tends to be what we have always pushed with our clientele. So we tend to be attracting people who basically like that idea of integration into the community. But I think realising that Shrewsbury is one of the 10 richest towns of its size in the UK, and that the standard of living here is very high, but we're not competing with anybody for accommodation, means that we're in a unique position really of not having to look for host families. We are basically able to pick and choose the accommodation that we want, which is a great position for us to be in. So I think our accommodation standards are outstandingly high. But no, we don't generally offer anything that belongs to the school, which is beyond homestay accommodation, hotels, guest houses, etc.
And all the courses are intensive.
Our least intensive course is 25 lessons a week, so it's 18 and 3/4 hours. So that's the least intensive we do. And all of the courses have the of the group courses have the common element of being skills-based general English in the mornings. So even the business courses have this communicative, speaking, listening, etc. Element in the mornings, which are common to all of the courses. It's, if you like, a modular-based course where the mornings are common to everybody apart from those people doing one-to-one courses. And then in the afternoons, people branch out to do one-to-one, do various different business modules. We're also a Cambridge Examining Centre for First Certificate Advanced and Proficiency, or they may also be doing IELTS preparation. But about... it would be misleading really to give statistics about the proportion of people on each type of course. If we go back 2 years in time from now, back to the same period in 2008, we probably would have said it was about 50% between general English and business English people studying with us. With recession, that's changed quite substantially. I mean, by the back end of last year, we were to a point where it was 90% general English and only 10% business English, basically because we weren't getting the corporate sponsored clients through. But gradually, as this year is progressing, so the proportion of people coming on business English courses is increasing. Having said that, quite a lot of the people who choose to come on general English courses here are people who are from professional backgrounds, because quite a lot of the general English courses include one-to-one element, etc. So for low-level people, quite a lot of the corporate sponsored clients are coming on the general English courses as well. So, work with us tend to know that really at that sort of age group, 21, 22, I think it has to be the exceptionally serious student of that age. Not to say we don't have a lot of fun here, because we do. It's a good fun atmosphere in the school. But generally, if you've got somebody who wants to be out clubbing at a different nightclub every day of the week, Shrewsbury only has 5 nightclubs. You know, I mean, that's the reality of a town of this size. We have about 100 restaurants spread around the town, but again, there isn't that sort of really active nightlife buzz except on a Friday and Saturday. So it does suit people who are that much more serious about their learning, rather than it being a vacation with a bit of English. It has to be here predominantly English with a bit of vacation. But for most of the students, Lisa, it's the same as it always has been, which is really based around the social life of the school, because we have 2 or 3 social evenings a week. And basically, you know, up there you've got what's going on this week. We've got Wednesday, it's a cinema visit actually with Jane, the Director of Studies. On Friday we're actually doing a pub restaurant visit, and on Thursday, which is one of our regulars for those who want to be involved, we still play 5-a-side football, which I'm getting too old for. And I've got a period in terms of number of German speakers. During the month of March, especially from next week for the next 3 weeks, we are actually at 8 German speakers in the school, and we've turned away quite substantial numbers of others, even though only next week is fully booked in the school as a whole. For the following 2 weeks, we've turned away a number of German-speaking bookings just to maintain that sort of balance within the school. It's always been the mark of what we do. We like to have small numbers here from a lot of different places. So it's very, very spread nationalities. Junior Centre is a little bit different. We started our school on the basis of contacts that we had in Spain, and so we tend to be a little bit Spanish dominated at the junior school. There we limit to 30% of the capacity being of the same mother tongue, and we tend to be up to that at the junior centre. So we do tend to have 30-35 Spanish students at any one time from 120 students. But still a good range of nationalities. Okay, anything else I can tell anybody? Let's